This slide provides an overview of the 6 R's: retire, rehost, replatform, refactor, re-architect, and rebuild. The first, retire, is that you retire an application or workload that has low to no business values. Many organizations have found over the years that they have applications and workloads deployed that have no users left, but which have been left in production because no one got around to retiring them. Before migrating, understand each workload's criticality to your organization. The rehost strategy is to keep the workload in its current state. Just move the VMs or physical servers out of your data center and run them as IaaS VMs with minimal alteration in Azure. Next is the replatform strategy, such as moving from an on-prem SQL deployment to Azure SQL managed instances with minor configuration changes, or moving a web app from an on-prem IIS deployment to Azure App Service, requiring very little code change. This is sometimes called lift and optimize. Then there is refactoring, where you perform moderate code changes, such as remodularizing an app to use containers or managed services without redesigning the whole architecture. Then we move to re-architecture, which involves significant redesign of an application architecture to better fit cloud, such as moving from a monolith to microservices. And then finally, there's the rebuild strategy, where you scrap the old workload and rewrite it from scratch. Azure supports IT portfolio transformation through the rehost, replatform, refactor, or re-architect strategies. If you choose to rehost or replatform, you can move to IaaS options like VMs, VMware Solution, platform as a service options like Azure App Service, Azure SQL Database, Azure Database for PostgreSQL, or Azure Managed Instance, containerizing using AKS, Container Apps, Instances, or Red Hat OpenShift. If you choose to refactor or re-architect, you can move to cloud native, such as AKS, Azure Integration Services, Azure API Management, or Azure Functions, managed databases such as Azure SQL Database, Azure Database for PostgreSQL, or Azure SQL Managed Instance, open source such as Azure Database for MySQL, Cache for Redis, or Azure Cosmos Database. DevOps, including GitHub Copilot, Analytics, including Fabric, Data Factory, and Databricks, and even include AI with Foundry, Copilot Studio, and Azure Machine Learning. The workload destination decision tree helps you determine the best Azure destination for your workloads. Start by asking, are you migrating an existing workload, or are you creating something new? Then consider factors like, do you need full control? If yes, you might be going down the virtual machine route. Is it a high-performance computing workload? Azure Batch might work for you. Is it event-driven with short-lived processes? Azure Functions might be the way to go. Do you need full orchestration for containers? AKS or Azure Container Apps might be appropriate. Are you using Red Hat OpenShift or older .NET frameworks? Azure Red Hat OpenShift or Azure Service Fabric might be suitable. This tree helps standardize the decision-making process across your migration program. It's a great tool for aligning your teams and ensuring consistency of workload placement. You can find a copy of this decision tree by searching on Microsoft Learn so that you can examine it in more detail. This session is part of a broader Migrate and Modernize virtual training day that is available from Microsoft. Hope you found it informative, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.